sorry, I can't talk about it now, not with her sitting there. There's not much I can do about it now.
Why can't you take her to a posh hotel for a couple of nights? Give her a treat.
She wouldn't wear it, love. We just have to vacate the premises till she moves back to London.
I see. There's nought I can do about it, is there? You just sling me out, and you can't even talk to me about it in case your wife misses you for half a minute. Oh, I know. I'm being a pain, getting above myself, wanting to be treated like a human being. You did say you wanted water with your whiskey, did you, sir?
What was all that about?
Eh? What?
Friendly Northern Barwade?
Oh, Beth. Well, you know what it's like. Tend to keep the change once or twice. Next thing you know, you got their life story.
I'd have thought in her case it wouldn't bear repeating.
Oh, Beth? Nah, she's a nice girl, is Beth.
A girl? Not for a long time, love.
Ah, she's had a very tough time, is Beth. She's had a very hard life one way and another.
All right, she's lovely. If you like bottle blondes.
Should I?
No, but I've got a council report in it. I can't make head or tail of. I thought Fairclough might be able to explain it to me.
Well, if you're really looking for Fairclough, I think you'll find him round at Ken's doing his good neighbour act. I think he was a bit worried that Ken might do a Janet if he was left too much on his own.
Rubbish. Ken's the last sort of person to...
Have you ever sat through an inquest on somebody that you've been married to?
No. Oh, I was forgetting you
Yes,
have.
well, it was a long time ago, but you don't get over it. Well, it sounds like a right house, your father, to me. Who does he think you are to be kicked out of your own home just like that?
Exactly.
Well, look, I can put you up in the back bedroom of my house if you like.
What, and have you saying I told you so, and what did you expect every 5 minutes?
Oh, I wouldn't.
But you'd be thinking it then, right?
Well, the offer's there, love.
I know, and I appreciate it, Betty, honestly.
Hey, whoa, no, that's more than enough. I thought I was going to have a quiet night.
Get it down here. Well, you can be too quiet, can't you?
Len?
Yeah.
No way. Not me. I'm not the type. I prefer to live and suffer. Sometimes I think I must actually like suffering.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wonder where Rita's got to.
Well, she's coming too.
Yeah, she said she was going to cook us a meal.
Well, I've got some good friends, that's for sure. You know, I always had an idea that Janet was neurotic. Well, in fact, she was neurotic. But she hid it. Concealed it very successfully. Except when she lost her temper. And she wasn't like other people. She'd go into a sort of white rage. She'd be possessed with it for days. And she wouldn't say. I mean, if I'd done something wrong, she never said. It was like that when she killed herself. I never dreamt.
You weren't to know?
I mean, if there is such a thing as a suicidal type, I wouldn't have put Janet in that category. Neurotic, yes. Unstable, possibly. Well, unstable, certainly. But as for actually wanting to die...
It's her life.
I don't even know she did want to die. A lot of people take an overdose as a way of saying, please help me. Maybe it was the only way she knew to get through to me.
Only one thing you can do now, let's forget it. Honestly.
Hi. Sorry I took ages. Queue at that shop a mile long. Now, wouldn't you think folk could get the shopping done before now? I've got you a frozen lasagna, because it's easy. That do you?
Fine, fine.
Green beans, grilled tomatoes.
Oh, she got it all worked out, hasn't she?
Don't you kid yourself. You've heard that song, Smile When Your Heart Is Breaking. She's had her share of that.
Yeah, not me. Barlow the introvert.
Getting your eye full, are you, Hilda?
Where's she stopping then? Number 5. All going to be under the same roof, are you?
Yeah, why not? Could be interesting, that, eh?
You're not.
Yourself.
It's all right with me, No, you see, they get the plywood and bend it up, and then they put the following around.
Excuse me?
Oh, do us a favour, would you? Could we have the same again?
Certainly, Mr. Baldwin. Aren't you going to introduce me to your wife?
Eh? Oh, yeah. And this is Bet Lynch.
How do you do?
Fine, Tar. Have you been up here before?
No, never. It's very different, isn't it?
Different to what?
Well, different from London.
Oh, aye. Back in a jiffy cup.
Didn't really want to have a drink.
Oh, you might as well. I've got to pop across the road for 5 minutes. I've got to find a fella in Leeds.
Well, can't it wait till tomorrow?
No, darling, he's a rep. He's on the road all day, so I'll phone him at home in the evening. Look, you look after the drinks and then we'll pop out for a nice meal somewhere, eh?
Well, 5 minutes and no longer. This place is beginning to fall a bit.
That's for the drinks.
Is he coming back?
What do you think? Keep the change.
Thanks.
I like your perfume.
Thanks very much.
I never wear it myself. I find it tends to cling to everything. Clothes and furniture and so on.
Probably. That's why it's called Forever.
Is that about right for Mike, you know?
A bit more.
You do your job well, don't you? Tell you something else that clings to everything. Long blonde hairs.
Are you trying to say something?
I'm not stupid, you know. I knew Mike had got somebody up here. It is you, isn't it?
Is it?
Oh, come on, sweetie.
I don't know what to say.
I shouldn't say anything. Let Mike do all the talking. I mean, I should go and sit down and have a nice drink if I were you. You've gone a bit pale.
How's baby Tracy tonight?
Oh, smashing. No, she's very good, you know. She hardly cries at all. Mind you, when she does cry, I always pick her up. I know in books it says you shouldn't.
Oh, you can go daft following the advice in books. He'll tell you different anyway. It's your baby. You take the notice.
Andre's, remember? Mind you, he's got some right funny ideas about bringing kids up. He wants to take her to Bath, chuck her at deep end.
Come again?
Well, they do it at South Sea Islands. As soon as they're born, they bung them in sea and they learn to swim straight off. It's instinctive at that age.
Hey, you're not going to do that with Tracy, are you?
Not while I'm her mother. No, he's very good with her. You should see him. He gets her bottle, and then he gets his bottle, and he sits there singing away to her. Some of the songs are a bit dodgy, but I don't suppose Tracy's bothered. See ya.
Hello.
Can you do me a favour, Renee?
I'll try.
Is there any chance of me stopping in that flat of yours for a couple of nights? If there's not, it don't matter. Something's come up, I think is the expression.
Yes, of course you can, love. Whatever it happened.
In a nutshell, Mrs. Baldwin's turned up.
She has.
Look, I'm on about Bet, right? And Mike Baldwin, and that lady over there who just happens to be his wife. Now, Bet told me in confidence, well, not exactly in confidence, but sort of private like, that they're all three going to be spending the night under the same roof. What do you make of it?
I don't make anything of it.
Why not?
Because Bet's moving out of number 5, that's why not. And I don't see what it's got to do with you in the first place.
You sure about that?
I'm positive, Hilda.
Oh, yeah, well, just my little joke. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. Did you get fixed up, lovey?
Yeah, I can stay at Rena's for a couple of nights. Betty, you don't mind me not coming in with you, do you?
No, not at all. Sure she knows about you and Mike.
Oh, yeah. She more or less came straight out with it and said so, yeah.
What did she say?
Well, she said, are you Mike's girlfriend? I could hardly say no, could I? But she seemed so flaming cool about it. As though she thought the whole thing were funny. I mean, I've had my face slapped by women in my time. I've even had some of my hair pulled out. But I've never had one who said, so you're his bit of fluff, and just sat there.
Well, perhaps it's one of them trendy marriages. You know, you go your way, I'll go mine. Full of understanding, you know.
I just think she's a very cool customer.
Right. I hope.
Can I have a word, love?
Yes.
Is Mike coming back for that drink, or isn't he?
I've no idea.
Well, what did he say to you just now?
When?
I'm not an idiot. I mean, he slips out with some excuse about making a phone call.
And a couple of minutes later, you slip out as well. Now, I don't know what you've been cooking up, but I would like to know if he's going to come back and face the music, or whether I've got to go looking for him.
Look, Mrs. Baldwin, I have no idea where your husband is, and I certainly didn't go out to meet him just now. Well, what's so flaming funny?
What did you just say? My husband? You've got to be joking. Is that what he told you? That... My God, he's a cunning...
Are you trying
little...
to tell me that you're not married? You're not his wife?
I'm in the same boat as you are, my love. A friend, companion, mistress, housekeeper. Everything except wife.
But the kids, what about his kids?
Not his, they're mine. The kids were on the scene a long time before Mike appeared. He's like a father to them, sort of. But he's not their dad.
All this time he's been laughing himself sick telling me he's married. Oh, my God.
I'll tell him what you think of him, shall I?
No. You tell him what you think of him. I'll tell him what I think of him later.
Be my guest.
Oh, Luke, your cover's come off. Let your mum put it back on for you and you won't catch cold. That's a good girl. Oh, no, don't suck your mitten. Oh, nasty. Take it out. There's a good girl. Hello. You're an early bird.
Yeah, I can't stop. I've got this worm to catch.
Oh, well, I hope you don't mind me mentioning it, but you've got lipstick on your teeth.
Have I?
Sam.
All right.
Yeah. No, I just thought I'd mention it in case you wanted to make a strong impression on this particular worm.
I don't know about strong impression, love. Strong impact, more like.
Sounds fascinating. Don't eat your mittens. I've told you once.
Hiya. Hey, sorry I'm late. Two of my lads didn't turn up. Anyway, worth waiting for. Read all about it.
About what?
It's all in there. Inquest on Janet Barlow. Says Ken wasn't to blame. I mean, I know we know that, but it's nice for him to see it in print. See you anyway.
Okay,
Trollo. Not that one, Hilda. Weatherfield Gazette, page 7.
Oh.
Catching up on world events, Hilda?
No, I'm looking for this report on the Inquisition.
Inquest. Ken's wife. It's all in the papers this morning.
Oh, come on then. Let's all have a cheap thrill.
Look, do you mind? It's just friendly concern, is this? Nothing more, nothing less. All right, here we are. Here it is. Our wife killed herself with a drug overdose while her husband was in the house, a Weatherfield inquest was told yesterday. Mrs. Janet Barlow, aged 34, was found dead by her husband Kenneth at his home in Coronation Street, Weatherfield, when he went to take her a morning cup of tea. Mr. Barlow told the coroner that he and his wife had been living apart, but she had been staying with him at the time of her death. The pathologist, Mr. Howard Coates, said that his post-mortem examination showed that Mrs. Barlow had swallowed a considerable quantity of
Oh, come here. Where is it?
There, look.
Oh, barbiturate. It's like a sleeping pill, you know.
Oh. What did Judge have to say?
They don't have judges at inquests.
Oh, all right. Coroner, whatever he is.
The coroner, Dr. George Armstrong, said Mrs. Barlow was clearly a lonely and unhappy woman, but it is equally clear that no one realised the extent of her depression.
Well, I don't see as that takes any of the blame off Ken. I mean, that's as good as saying Ken should have cottoned down.
Shut your face, Hilda. What else, Betty?
Mr. Barlow has no reason to reproach himself. Before the night of his wife's death, he had not seen her for several months, and he was in no position to judge her state of mind. He had no idea that his wife had sleeping tablets in her possession, and she apparently gave no warning of her intention to take an overdose. Verdict suicide.
Well, the balance of the mind was disturbed.
Don't say that, eh?
Oh, that's what they always do say, though, isn't it? And who disturbed it, eh? Balance of her mind.
You're disturbing the balance of my mind, Hilda. The cabaret's over now, love, so go on, get on with your cleaning.
Feeling any better?
Not a lot.
I thought I was back in favour.
Look, you can tell Bet, whatever her name is, that she can pack her bags and shove off. Then I might just forgive you. I'll think about it.
Oh, this place still reeks of her scent.
It shouldn't do. Got rid of half a can of air freshener in here last night.
It serves you right. When are you going to tell her?
In your own time. I want to let down gently. I don't want to hurt.
Don't let her talk you into anything.
Don't trust me very much, do you?
Is it surprising? Look, when we agreed not to live in each other's pockets, I didn't mean you could go setting up another house on the side.
Well, it just sort of happened, that's all.
I mean, I don't expect you never to look at another woman. I know you like women. I don't blame you. But what I can't accept is all the lies and deceptions and just using people as though they've been put on this earth for your convenience. And that's what you're doing with Bet.
No. No, I'm very fond of Bet. I'd never have shacked up with her if I wasn't. No, I'm not going to pretend that she's the love of my life either. I had to tell her I was married. Leave all that breeziness, she's a very lonely woman. Well, I could see a mile off that all she wanted was a husband to make an honest woman of her, but it wasn't going to be me. Not if I could help it. So she's had a boyfriend. A nice house that she could do up the way she wanted. A few new clothes, a few laughs. That's what it's all about.
But now it's over.
Now it's over.
Because I'm telling you, Mike, it's her or me.
Yeah. Well, the first order you can have tomorrow. Come in. Yeah, what I'm telling you. Right. The extra shirts. Yeah, no way. Well, if you want to try elsewhere, you're quite welcome to try elsewhere. Well, I don't know, about a week to 10 days. Right. Okay. Told him that last week. If he'd have made a firm order, he'd have had them by now. It's typical, that. Hello, Ben.
Are you listening now?
Yeah, but I'm a bit busy. I've got a few things on, yeah.
You are a lousy, stinking rat, Baldwin. I've met a lot of rats in my life. In fact, I spend my time waiting for the next rat to come out of the next sewer. But you are the biggest, dirtiest rat to date.
Is that it?
It just about sums up the way I feel, yes.
You know your trouble, don't you, Ben? You like rats. If you didn't like rats, you wouldn't be interested in me. No, you'd be going out with some nice fella. Take you to the cinema, hold your hand. Wouldn't upset you, wouldn't break your heart. But you're not interested. Do you know why? I'll tell you. I'll tell you what turned you on about me, shall I? I was a gamble. You didn't know if I was going to meet you when I said I'd meet you. You didn't even know if I'd turn up at all. You didn't know if we had a future together. You weren't all that bothered, really. Do you know why? Because you had a bit of cash being spent on you. Flashy bloke to go around with. That's all you wanted. That's all any of them ever want, come to think of it.
You're so wrong.
No. I don't think so.
I knew I couldn't have love, Mike. But I was ready to settle for honesty. Why? Why did you have to tell me you were married? To stop me getting ideas, was that it?
Some women do get ideas.
You know, you make me sick.
I'm sorry. But you went into it with your eyes open.
That's true. But I might as well have been blind.
Ah, well, that's the way it goes, isn't it? You win a few, you lose a few. Do you know what I mean?
You know, it really is too bad of Bet disappearing again like this. Yeah, well, it was rather important, Mrs. Walker, what she got to sort out. I know. And of course, it's most unfortunate Mrs. Baldwin turning up like this. It was bound to happen sooner or later, and Bet should have considered it in the first place. All the same, I suppose it's not one's place to make judgments in these matters. No, Mrs. Walker.
Still, I do think that Beck could organise herself a little better.
If that's who I think it is, you better nip upstairs. It could be embarrassing.
Not for me.
Oh, come on, please.
Well, remember, it's her or me, all right?
All right. I'm not going to just chuck her in the gutter. She does live here, you know.
Not anymore, Mike.
Is it convenient for me to find out if I've still got a roof over my head? I can come back later if you'd rather.
Now, is this going to be a reasonable discussion, or is it going to be another slanging match?
I'm trying to be reasonable. Although God knows I've got every reason to smash your lousy face in.
You know, I didn't think you'd take it as hard as you have done. I mean, you're tough, you know the score. So how come all the squawking?
I hoped. What else do you think keeps people like me going? We hope. We hope that one day we'll meet somebody who won't lie and cheat and pretend that they care when all they really want's a willing tart. I've been kicked in the teeth often enough. That doesn't come as a surprise. But it doesn't stop it hurting.
I never meant to hurt you, Ben. Just seemed the easiest way to arrange things.
Never meant to hurt me? What the hell did you think you were doing?
Oh, well, you know, I mean, we had a good time. You know the score. Anyway, I've been with Anne for a long time now. You wouldn't trust me anymore, would you?
You're so cheap, Mike. So flaming cheap.
I'm going to London with Anne for a while. When I get back, I want you out of here. And all your gear, understand?
Oh, no, love. You don't get rid of me as easily as all that. I live here.
I mean it, Bet. Anne, come on, we're going.
Well, don't forget that Robbie Coltrane will be coming to Granada Plus from March the 1st in the gripping crime series Cracker. Coming up next tonight, The Good Life Guide.